Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, or if you're new here, welcome and welcome to another video in this Diwali series that I'm doing in the month of November. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the videos so far. Today's video is going to be all about creating this makeup look with me. So it's like a get ready with me video. Now quick disclaimer, I am no makeup expert. I'm an absolute beginner when it comes to this, but I just wanted to show you all what I generally do with my eyeshadow, with my face, because a few people have asked me this on Instagram. So if you feel like there are certain things that I could be doing better, then please feel free to let me know in the comments below. I would love to learn from all of you. So hopefully you enjoy this video. If you do, please be sure to take a second and give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and also hit the bell notifications button so you never miss a video from me again. Now without further ado, let's get into this video. Hi guys, okay, so right now my skin is completely bare. I've got nothing on it at all. So I thought I'll start this video by showing you all what I generally use for skincare almost on a daily basis. So by no means am I an expert in this domain, but I have faced a lot of issues with my skin in the past. Like I used to have very acne prone skin, and I suffered with a lot of marks a few years ago, and I did go to a dermatologist and they put me on some medication for a while, but the scars never went away. The acne never went away until I really fixed my diet. So I guess that does play a huge part in how your skin sort of looks, and also the amount of water you drink, right? So I always have a sipper on me. I try to get anywhere between like 3 to 4 liters a day, and that I feel has helped a lot with my skin. However, ever since I've prioritized skincare and really made it a routine to do this every morning and every night, I have seen a lot of improvement in my skin in the sense that it looks really nice and glowy. So I thought I'll just share the products that I use on a daily basis that I felt have worked for my skin. So you guys may have seen this in my stories in the past, but I use the Innisfree green tea set. So I've got the toner over here. This is what I go in with first, and then I put on a little bit of their serum, and lastly I moisturize a bit. My hair is already done. I did this yesterday. So now what I'm going to do is just get my hair out of my face so we can start with this get ready with me. So I do have like a few shorter hair strands here that sometimes get in the way, so I'm going to use this bandana just to make sure that everything is in place. Alright, and we're ready to start. So if you ever see me looking there, it's because I've got a mirror there.
I also do use this table sort of mirror, which is super cool. So basically like it folds open, and then you can also pull it out so it becomes like this.
So if I look here, I'm very sorry. I'm not a makeup expert. I don't know how to do these videos, but I'm gonna try my best, okay? So we're gonna go in with the toner. This I generally use with like a cotton bud or something, but lately I've seen a few of these, beauty gurus just put it on their hands and then like slap it into their skin almost. I used to like rub it all over, but I heard that this is better. Let me know if what I'm doing is right. At any point, if you feel like I could improve on something, please let me know in the comments below, and I will be happy to take that advice. Now that I'm done with the toner, we're going to go in with the serum. So what I like to do is just take about 2 pumps of it. It's usually enough for my face, and just go in almost in the same manner. And the thing about Innisfree, like the green tea range, is that it smells so beautiful. Absolutely love it. It's got this very like calm, mild smell that doesn't get to your head, doesn't cause a headache. So I really like that. Now I'm just gonna let this sit for a little while so my skin really just absorbs this. And while we're doing that, the whole point of this get ready with me was not to do like a makeup tutorial, but I thought it'd be nice to just sit down, chit chat, maybe answer a few questions. So I did put up a question sticker the other day on my Instagram, and I've got a few questions in front of me, and a few of them are from people who I think are new to the channel. So I thought this would be a great way for you all to really get to know me if you're new here. So one question that I got was, how old are you? So for those of you who don't know, I am 24 years old. I am turning 25 in less than 2 months. So I'm a January baby. I absolutely can't wait. I am somebody who loves birthdays so much. Anyone who knows me knows that once it's November, I'm literally hyping up my birthday so much. I'm like, oh, my birthday's coming, even if there's someone else's birthday that happens to be before mine. So I absolutely love them. For me, it's like a celebration of life. So I do not get sort of affected by things like, oh, I'm getting a year older. I think it's absolutely wonderful. I'm so excited to turn 25. So yeah, that answers your question. Okay, so now that my skin seems to have absorbed the serum, I'm gonna go in with this green tea seed cream moisturizer. Okay, so now I'm gonna give this a little while so that again my skin just absorbs it. Now because it's like winter is coming, even though I live in Mumbai winters don't really count, I know that, but I'm someone who gets cold very easily and my lips dry out super quickly. So lately I've been using this lip butter by The Body Shop. So right now, this is something I just can't do without. Like my lips crack so much, and especially when you're trying to get ready for like a festival, you really don't want to have like cracked lips and stuff. Okay, so now I feel like my skin looks really nice. At this point, what I do is I currently don't have a foundation that matches my skin tone, and that's because in quarantine we've like all been at home, right? So I feel like my skin has gotten lighter than it generally is, and that's why my foundation just looks a shade or two too dark for my skin. So what I'm doing right now is only going in with concealer. Okay, so this is the concealer that I use. I use Tarte Shape Tape in the shade 29N, which is light to medium. So whatever I have learned from watching beauty vloggers online is that you should always set your concealer. So I'm just gonna go and grab some powder and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is like some loose powder that I have. I don't even remember which brand this is from, but it's like a mini little thing. You know, it's like the samples that you get from Sephora, like little minis when you purchase products. So I'm just gonna dunk my sponge into this and just set the areas where I put on concealer. And I'm just gonna leave that on for a little bit and just dust off the excess. Okay, so at this point, what I do is I move on to my brows, but before that, let me answer another question. Okay, so somebody asked me, how do you reduce double chin? Okay, so guys, anyone who's been on my channel for a while knows that I lost a good amount of weight this quarantine, but I still have a double chin. Like, I mean, it's not like my face has gotten all sculpted and stuff. Like, I can see a lot of difference in the rest of my body, but when it comes to my face, I feel like I'm still holding on to some fat. So there is no secret. Like, please don't be doing all these ridiculous jaw exercises that I see on TikTok. My god, that really just makes my blood boil. Don't do all of that. Really just, you know, make sure you're in a deficit. Have a whole energy balance video on YouTube. If you haven't watched it yet, go and watch it right now. That's gonna tell you everything you need to know about weight gain and weight loss. And I know how it feels. I know that it can lead to a bit of insecurity. So even for me, if I'm posing in a picture right now, I still do feel like my face looks puffier than the rest of my body. I feel like my arms have gotten a bit leaner. My legs have gotten leaner because I can see striations when I'm, you know, sort of flexing and stuff. My core region, if I flex hard enough, you may be able to see like my oblique lines. But when it comes to my face, there's really not much I can do. My body just likes to hold all the fat in this region, and it's fine, guys. Like, it will go over time. I feel like you really need to learn how to be okay with these things and not let it affect your mind too much. So moral of the story is keep working out, eat healthy, stay in a deficit, just let it happen over time. I just use this sort of a fluffy brush and I just dust off the excess powder. And now we're going to move on to the brows. So I must say that brows are very intimidating. Like, even for me, it took me a very long time to really understand how I liked doing my brows. So the mistake I used to make was I used to really like overline it. So like the thickest point of my eyebrow is where I would draw the line, and that just made my eyebrows look too chunky, like beyond the point that I liked them. So then I started doing it a little bit inside. And I feel like when it comes to brows, it's really all about practice. So don't be afraid of it. Just, keep trying, because having nice brows, like well done brows, can make a huge impact on how you look. So I'm just going to be combing these out very quickly. The brow pencil that I am using currently is from Urban Decay. It's called the Brow Blade. The reason I purchased this one is because it has this, what do you call it? It's almost like a little, like those eyeliner paintbrushes. It's super fine, and it allows you to actually draw on hair. If you all have scarce eyebrows, like I do have a gap here, you can just sort of fill that in. But I don't find myself gravitating towards this side too much. I just use the other side, which is like a simple sort of this pencil thingy. So this is what my brow looks like after I do it. I don't know if you can see the difference. So I really like this triangle sort of thing. So that's how I do it. I really do it at an angle and then slant it down, because I feel like it just gives your face like a little bit of a lift. Okay, so now I'm done with my brows and I'm really happy with how they turned out. At this point, I generally move on to my eyeshadow, and because this is like a Diwali like makeup look, I personally love doing like a very simple bronze sort of an eye. So that is what I'm going to be showing you all. Let me show you the palette that I personally use almost every time that I do my makeup. So I picked up this palette from Too Faced. Okay, so it's basically like a gingerbread house. Let me put the three pieces together. So this is the palette that I personally use almost in every video that I do, every look that I do. This is what I use, and it's so cute. As you all can see, this is the Too Faced gingerbread house palette set, which they did last year for Christmas. And I know that there are a lot of like makeup experts who aren't fans of like a 3-in-1 sort of a set, but because I didn't own things like a bronzer, highlighter, blush, eyeshadow palette, all these different things, I feel like when you're buying them individually, it does cost you quite a bit. So I thought, I'm a beginner anyway, so maybe this would be good for me to practice with. And man, I've used it so much. So I think the shades that I use the most, and which I will be using for this video as well, is going to be What a Batch. There's going to be Oh Snap, which is this one, and the Cinemagic, which is like a shimmery sort of a bronzy look. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this shade over here, which is What a Batch, and I'm just going to put that like in my crease a bit. So I'm just going to put this in my crease. I don't know if you can see it, but it's super warm. I don't know if the camera is picking that up, but I think it really, creates this really like deep sort of color over here in the crease. And in the meanwhile, I'm going to answer the next question, which is, tell us about the unethical / unusual / funny brand requests or collabs you've received. So, ever since I got my certifications for my personal training and my sports nutrition certification, I've obviously had quite a few brands approach me, and there have been a few supplement companies as well that say, take our product for free, let's do a barter collab. All you have to do is get the product and then take a picture with it, like create these natural looking pictures with the supplement in the photo while you're doing some sort of a workout and all. And I'm just thinking, like, how the hell do I make that look natural? Like, it's so obvious that it's like some brand collab, like no one's even going to fall for that shit. And also I was like, hey, like if it's a supplement, I need to be using it for a while before I can really review it. It's not like, you just give it to me for free and that's it, the job's done. So that was a bit of a put off. But there was also, I don't, tell me if you all have experienced this as well, because I got a few messages like this where some random person would just message saying ki, hey, can you please reach out to this company, they want to work with you. And it's always a sportswear company. And I got these messages quite a bit that, oh, this brand wants to collaborate with you, that brand wants to collaborate with you. And I got it from 2-3 different people, and that's when I actually responded to them and I said, hey, like, if they want to collaborate with me, shouldn't they be messaging me directly? And I never got a response to that, and I got the same message, like copy pasted message with a different brand name from some other person. So definitely these are all bots. If you guys receive these kind of DMs, please don't fall for it. It's obviously bullshit. Okay, so the next one I'm going to use is this shade. This is Oh Snap. So I'm going to use that in the outer corner. I feel like it's so ridiculous that there's no concern for, you know, the kind of content you're putting out. It's just, hey, you know, we'll give you this for free and you just have to give us a 5-star review. Like literally this person told me that you have to give us a good review on Amazon for our product and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, so which product are you going to be sending to me? And they showed me some collagen supplement thing. And I was like, hey, but how does this even align with my page? I am into health and fitness and sports nutrition. I'm not into dermatology or anything skin related. Nothing wrong with collagen supplements. I'm not saying that it is. It's just there really needs to be a lot more research to check whether there is any efficacy of these supplements. And then I went on their page and I said, you know what, let me have a look and I will tell you which of these I'm interested in. And they're like, sure. Then I went on their page and I saw something that just instantly made me think, no, there's no way I'm ever going to do a collab with this brand, because they had a dabba that said whey protein for women. And I was like, what? Guys, there is no such thing as whey protein for men, whey protein for women. There is nothing different. Everyone can consume the same whey protein. Please don't fall for this bullshit that brands do. It's just so pathetic. I absolutely hate it. Okay, so I'll just go in with that same like darker color and I put it like in the under, what do you call this? Like your lower lash line, waterline, lash line, I think. See, now I don't even know if this is the brush I'm supposed to be using. And this is where I mess up. Okay, like I don't know how to get that really sharp, nice cat eye, but I'm gonna try. If your outfit for Diwali has a lot of gold in it, you can go for this. I just personally feel like the Cinemagic has got this really nice coppery, almost rose gold sort of a touch. So this is the one that I'm going to be using. So I'm just going to apply that all over my lid. And then what I do is I just take that darker shade that I used outside and I put a little bit more just to blend this shimmery part in so that there's no like harsh line there. Just like that. And that's it. One eye is done. I'm just going to repeat the other one on the other side. So the next question I have is, I'm facing a lot of itchiness on my face, so any tips or precautions for dry and sensitive skin in winters? Again, I'm not an expert when it comes to skin, but I guess moisturizing is going to be very, very important, right? Okay, so now that I'm done with my eyes and I'm quite happy with it, I feel like this is, oh wait, I'm not done with my eyes. What am I saying? So now the last thing that you have to do for your eyes is put in like a lighter, what do you say, like a very bright color, like just in your inner corner. That makes your eyes look more open, I think. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this one. It says I love Yule. I'm just going to place that in my inner corner. And now that we're done with my eyeshadow, we are going to move on to mascara. So I'll use this lash primer. This is from Tarte. I'm gonna go in with mascara. And yeah, I do have like an eyelash curler and stuff, but I always forget, as I did today as well. So that is one eye done. You can already tell the difference, and it just looks so much darker because of the primer. See, now this is what happens when you are terrible at putting on makeup. Have you guys tried the Huda Beauty Legit lashes? Like, I have had my eyes on that mascara for so long, but it's so expensive. It's like 2,400 if I'm not wrong, and I don't know if I want to spend that much money on just mascara. Some people have said it's hyped, other people have said it's really nice. So if y'all have used it, let me know if you did. And this is what my eyes look like right now after mascara. So now at this point you can go ahead and line your eyes. I'm not going to be doing that. Like, I'm not doing an eyeliner over, but I will be doing kajal under, because when it comes to like a desi look, I feel like it just isn't complete without kajal. And I'm done with my kajal, and that is all I'm going to be doing for my eyes right now. Now that we are done with our eyes, we're going to move on to the face. Now this is where I get a bit scared. Okay, anyway, so when it comes to my face, like the whole bronzer thing, I get very scared because I feel like it's so easy to mess that part up. But I am going to be using this bronzer that I have right here. It's the only one that I own, and very lightly I'm just gonna go down this part, so like right from my ear just down here. That is just gonna sort of sharpen this cheekbone area, because I don't have high cheekbones. I really envy people who do. I feel like it makes it look so nice. And I also do go in with a little bit of bronzer on my temple, and then I just put some around my hairline over here, so that, you know, my forehead doesn't look as big as it is. I'm just gonna go and put this just under my jawline to really give me that snatched sort of look. I feel like bronzer really helps in creating those shadows. Now, I know a lot of people even contour their nose. I am not even going to attempt that right now. I've tried that once, and I have, okay, so I don't know if you all know, but I have like this bump over here, okay, and my nose goes like that. Can you see that? So if I try contouring it, the line doesn't come straight because I have like this little bump here on the side. Now for the blush, I'm gonna go for the subtle one by Tarte. I go in like a, what do you call this, like almost like a W pattern. So I go like this, a little bit on my nose, and like that. Yeah, that's about it for the blush. I think right now so far it looks quite decent. I'm quite happy with how this looks. And last, we are going to go in with some highlighter. So for me, I think the biggest struggle is not to go overboard with highlighter, because I am someone who gets very attracted towards anything that's shiny. So I have to, you know, really tell myself not to overdo it. And I'm also going to put a little bit on my nose. Now when it comes to lipstick, there are quite a few that I have, but my absolute favorite is this one. See, another mini. So this is the Huda Beauty Liquid Matte Lipstick, and the shade is Bombshell. And I think this is so beautiful, like especially if, let's say, you know, you're not even doing a bronze eye, you're doing something ekdam jhatak, like you're doing a pink, purple, blue eye and stuff, then you want to go more neutral with your lips. I'm just going to let this dry. Y'all will see how it looks after it dries. Okay, so this is what the lipstick looks like once it dries. I think it's actually really pretty. And yeah, that is pretty much everything I do for makeup. This is a look that I do all the time, which I think will go with any sort of desi outfit. So I'm just going to change into my desi outfit, and I'll see you in a second. Oh wait, I completely forgot setting spray. I'm just going to go in an X fashion like this and just let that dry. So now what this is supposed to do is just blend all the powders together and make it look really nice and glossy. So let's see what that does. And now I will get into my outfit and I'll be right back. that is going to conclude today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to like the video and drop a comment below. So I will see you guys in the next video. Till then, stay tuned and stay safe. Bye.